All right, number 33. The score on a trivia game is obtained by subtracting the number of incorrect answers from twice the number of correct answers. If a player answered 40 questions and obtained a score of 50, how many questions did the player answer correctly? Okay, so we know this player answered 40 questions total, and the score is 50 points. So out of the 40 questions, some player answered correctly, some answered incorrectly. Again, we're trying to solve for how many correct answer we get. Okay, so for a question like this, it's helpful that we write out the equation first. So before we write out the equation, we have to define our variable. Okay, so usually what we're trying to solve, we'll call it x. Okay, for this question, that's no exception. That's a good way to set it up. Okay, so we're trying to solve for the number of correct answers. Okay. Correct answers, let's just say that's x. Okay. And then we also have some question that the player answer incorrect, so it'll be the incorrect answers. Let's call it what? Okay, so here's the trick part. You don't want to call it y here, because if you call it y, then we have two unknowns, so it'll be like a system equation. And this here, the only thing we know is that the score is 50. So it's actually, we can't write two equations. Well, we could, but then we have to use the number of questions to set up another equation. So for this one, the better way to set it up is, instead of saying the incorrect answer is y, let's just say, since we know in total there are 40 questions, then the incorrect answer should be 40 minus x, right? So we take the total number of questions, subtract out the number that he answered correctly, then whatever left must be the incorrect answer. Right, so it'd be 40 minus x. Okay, so inside of our equation, we define a variable. Try not to introduce a new variable unless we have to. Okay, so this will be easier later on when we try to write our equation. So now we can just write one equation to solve this. Okay. Yeah, so then what we can say is this. So the way the scoring works is that we have to subtract the number of incorrect answers from twice the number of correct answers. That gives us a score. Okay, so twice the number of correct answers, so we have x number of correct answer. So twice of that will be 2 times x. Okay, so 2 times that could be 2x. And we have to subtract, and from that, we have to subtract the number of incorrect answers, which is what? Incorrect answer 40 minus x, right? And we do want to subtract this as a group, so we want to put it in parentheses. So 2x minus parentheses 40 minus x. Okay, and this should equal to the score for that player, which is 50, right? So this is equal to 50. Okay, and this will be our equation. So now we're just going to solve for x from here. Okay, so first we can distribute the negative. This will be 2x minus 40. And then negative times negative x is positive x equal to 50. So from here, common like term, 2x plus x is 3x minus 40 equal to 50. And then we do plus 40 on both sides, and it cancels out the minus 40. So 3x equal to 50 plus 40, which is 90. And lastly, to solve for x, we can go and divide by 3 on both sides. Okay, so you get x equal to 90 over 3 is going to be 90 over 3 is going to be 30. Okay, so that's our final answer. Okay, x equal to 30. And we said x represent number we answered correctly, so that should be our final answer for this question.